Hey everybody, welcome to the Stockton Symphony Instrument Roundup, and many thanks to the students at the University of the Pacific Conservatory of Music for creating this series of videos.
Hi, my name is Tristan McMichael, and I am a music education major here at Pacific, and today we're going to be making paper plate tambourines. So to do this, you're going to need 2 paper plates, a single hole punch, some scissors, some yarn, some bells or something that jingles that you can run the yarn through, and a paper clip. So to start, we're going to take our 2 paper plates, and we're going to put the faces together. And if your paper plates have these lines along the side, you're going to want to line those up. And what we're going to do is we're going to make punches with the hole punch all the way around. What you don't want to do is you don't want to punch on these lines or the paper plate will split. So you want to try to line them up in between these lines. And you want to try to keep your same lines lined up. And you're going to just punch right through the 2 so you have a nice hole. And you're going to do that all the way around. So for this paper plate, I'm doing roughly every 2. So I'll hole punch, skip 2 of these little squares on the outside, and make another punch. This part may be a little tricky, so don't be afraid to ask for help. And you just punch all the way around. So punch all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. Alright, so once you have your plate punched all the way around, and it does not need to be perfect. For me, I had to put an extra punch here because it just didn't line up quite right. But once you've got your holes all lined up and it's punched all the way around, something like this, you're going to want to take your yarn, and you want to get about an arm's length of yarn, or enough to wrap around the plate twice. And to start, we're going to take and pick a hole to start with. Make sure all of the holes on our plate are lined up. And we're going to take our yarn, fold it over so you have a little loop. There, we're going to get this loop to go through the hole that we choose here. And you want to make sure that your end here, you've got your loop that you've created from folding your yarn over, and you've got your end here. You want to take your end and you're going to put it through the loop, keeping your holes on your plate all nice and lined up. So you got your end through the loop, and we're going to just cross over and do one nice little knot here. Once you've got your knot done, you're going to take and you're going to choose a way to go around. I'm going to go clockwise, and I'm going to go and I'm going to loop the yarn around the back. Make sure the same side of the plate is facing you the whole time. Loop my yarn through around the back here into the loop. I'm going to do that once. And our next step, I'm going to set this down for just a sec, is we're going to grab a bell. So for me, I have these little bells I got at Walmart, and we're going to take a paper clip, and to start, we're going to take our paper clip, we're going to fold this smaller side out. And so what you do is you're going to take your paper clip, the smaller end, and you're going to, for this type of bell, push the loop through. And when you do that, you're going to take your yarn and you're going to put it through here, pull it through, and now you've got the yarn wrapped around the paper clip. You're going to pull this paper clip back through the top of the bell until the end of the yarn is through, and you have threaded the bell onto your yarn. And you're going to pull the yarn all the way, or pull the bell down the yarn so it's against the paper plate, and you're going to do the same thing you did before you had the bell on. You're going to go to the next loop, or the next hole, and you're going to loop around the back side again. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go all the way around, and you're going to do every other hole. So the next hole, you're just going to pull the yarn through. You're going to do that all the way around. One hole with a bell, one hole without, and meet me back here when you're done. Okay, so once you've made it back around, before you tie things off, you want to make sure you take the end that's left from when you started and what you're left with, and you're just going to tie it like you're tying your shoe. You're just going to do the over and under, just cross them over. You're going to do that twice just to make it nice and secure. And once you're done with that, you can trim the longer end. You don't need to cut it all the way down. And then you have a little bit extra here, and what I like to do is I'll just kind of open the 2 paper plates up a tiny bit and just squeeze these little extra bits in. That way we don't risk cutting our bells off on accident. And once it's all together, you're all ready to go. And if you don't have bells, but you still want to do this, you can just experiment with what you hang on there. You can do paper clips, like this is paper clip. You could try, anything that you can really hang on the yarn. Just make sure to have fun in the process, and see you later.